Super excited to show you how to make some scallion pancakes. These are like a childhood favorite of mine. It's no need, no fuss. It's super, super easy. Used to make them if my mom left the house and I was in a panic and needed something to eat. So first we're gonna start with some all-purpose flour. I like to whisk it a little bit just to kind of aerate the flour, break up any clumps, etc. Then you're gonna put in some warm water. I like using warm water. It helps just make the batter a little bit easier to mix. Next, some salt, sugar, and a little bit of ground white pepper. A little bit of sesame oil. And of course the scallions. And I'm gonna leave a little for garnish later, and then also an egg. I like adding the egg. It gives it a little bit of that fat. It also, when you cook it, gives it a nice color to the pancakes. So when you combine these, I think the main thing you're looking for is a certain consistency. It shouldn't be too thick. It should be kind of like a loose pancake batter. So if you need a little bit more water, add a little bit more water. I've experimented with some gluten-free flours, and many times you have to add a lot more flours. And you want to make sure it's kind of nice and smooth. So inevitably with flour you get lumps. Just smooth it out before cooking. So this is kind of the consistency you're looking for. It's a little wet. And I'm gonna move over to the stove and start getting that heated. Just using a little saute pan, we'll make little ones of these. Add a little bit of oil to coat the bottom and get that nice and hot. So you wanna spread these on in one even layer so it cooks. They don't have to be perfect. This is a rustic preparation. It's such a home style food. I'm gonna get that oil so it's nice and hot, it's kind of gleaming, and then ladle on some pancake. You want it in a nice even layer. Just gonna round out the edges a little bit. All right. So you'll know you want to flip the pancakes when they're kind of golden brown on one side. I like to use a fish spatula since it's quite thin and you can really get under the pancake and get the whole thing since they're quite nice and pliable. So the pancake is kind of golden brown on one edge, so get under it with a fish spatula. You're gonna flip it over. And see that nice color? If you want a little bit crunchier, you can go a little darker in brown, but I like it kind of like a nice golden brown. And you're gonna get that, once you get that color on the other side, you're ready to go. So I've prepared a plate with a paper towel because this is being cooked in oil. You wanna drain it a little on the paper towel so it's not greasy when you eat it. And then you're ready to go. So I've taken the pancakes off the saute pan and drained them on some paper towels. And now we're gonna cut them so we can share as a nice appetizer portion. So just cut in half, and we're gonna do 8 pieces, so cut in half again. And finally, in small pieces, so you can see this is a nice little dense, doughy one. You can have a thinner one if you'd like. The great part about this pancake batter is that it's really easy to work with, and you can make it the way you'd like. I'm serving this with some of the dumpling dipping sauce that we made earlier, but it's also really great with sriracha if you're into spicy food, or sometimes people like to drizzle some plum sauce on there. It's kind of whatever you'd like to eat it with. And that is how you make scallion pancakes.